Technically, desoldering does not require a hotter iron, but it often requires a more powerful, that is higher wattage iron to be effective and safe for your components. This is exactly what happened to me when I tried to desolder a few coils which I had soldered yesterday. I was struggling with the soldering iron with which I had soldered quite easily yesterday. When higher power soldering iron was used, the job was done quickly. While the melting point of the solder remains the same, the physics of removing it are more demanding than putting it on. Here is why a more powerful iron is usually recommended for desoldering. When you solder a new joint, you are usually heating a clean pin and a small pad. When you desolder, you are often dealing with large ground planes. Old solder is frequently connected to large internal copper layers known as ground planes that act like a giant radiator, sucking heat away from your iron's tip as fast as you can apply it. Oxidized solder. Old solder often has a layer of oxidation that acts as an insulator. A weak iron, 15 to 25 watts, may struggle to penetrate this, while a 40 to 60 watt iron has the thermal reserve to maintain its temperature upon contact. Paradoxically, using a low wattage iron for desoldering is often more dangerous for the circuit board than using a high wattage iron. That's the low power trap. If your iron isn't powerful enough, you have to hold it against the joint for a long time, 30 plus seconds, waiting for it to melt. This long exposure allows heat to soak into the board, which can melt the glue holding the copper traces, causing lifted pads or fry the internal chips. The high power advantage. A powerful temperature controlled iron can melt the joint in 2 to 3 seconds, allowing you to remove the solder and get off the board before the heat spreads to sensitive areas. Here is a comparison at a glance. Typical wattage for soldering assembly, you need 25 to 40 watts.